This is JTR, back from the review. Hadn't done a review for a few days because one of my lights started flickering, but now I'm back. Today we're going to be looking at a Godzilla x Kong in the New Empire, Shimo with Frostbite Blast figure. This is one of the 6-inch figures from the Playmates Godzilla x Kong line. Here's the front of the box. Here's the side of the box. You got Kong and Godzilla. And then the other side just has Shimo with his accessory. On the back of the box, you guys can pause that to read everything about Shimo. Here's the other figures you can get in the line. I have reviews of all of these except Suko and Doug up on the channel. But I don't have, I do actually have Suko now. So I'll have a review up of him very soon. If you look at the bottom of the box, here is the barcode. So you guys can scan it at your local store to see if you guys have it. That's it for the box. Now let's move on to the figure. Here is Shimo. Looks pretty cool. Let's start out with the articulation. I think it has like 13 points of articulation. I could be wrong, but let's start looking. It has leg articulation and a swivel and a ball joint. So it has 10 points articulation just with the legs. And then the tail, that's 11. Jaw and neck. Yeah, so there's a lot of joints articulation here. Let's start out with the front. Let's do with the head. The jaw articulates. It's pretty nice. The neck has a ball joint, which is great. I always think it's odd that Playmates leaves the actual ball there. It's odd they don't cover that up somehow, but interesting nonetheless. We have a ball joint on the arm so it can go out, and then it goes back and forth like this, and then we have this swivel joint on all the feet. The back joints don't have the back legs don't have a ball joint, but they do have a swivel joint on the feet, and the tail articulates. That's it for articulation. Now if we move on to the sculpt on this one, I don't really like it. The spots on it that are rubber have really good detail, like the legs, the tail, and the head. But the middle, main part of the body is plastic. And so much detail has just been lost with it being made so many times and mass-produced. The underbelly is also plastic, but it does still remain with a lot of detail, not quite as much as the legs and arms. But it's unfortunate that this part of the body had to be plastic. The Kong figure had no plastic at all on it, I don't think. So it had a great detail. It just looks off on the mid-torso. But you can see lots of really nice scale detailing everywhere else. The spikes don't really have much detail. They're just flat and spiky. There's these little, I guess you could say osteoderms. I know that's not a dinosaur, but that's what they are, going across the tail right below the blue paint. And then you got some more of those right here leading up to the head. The inside of the mouth has 0 sculpting, unfortunately. None on the top, or sorry guys, might be out of focus there. None in the, I guess you could see there's a little bit of sculpting on the tongue, but it's just like a crease to make it look like a tongue, that's it. The teeth are all sculpted out pretty nice. That's about it for sculpting, I'd say. Now, let's move on to paint. There is practically, oh gosh, my camera got way out of focus. There we go. Practically no paint application on this. The only paint you would get is this tail paint right here. This, of course, it's supposed to fade into the tail, but this is just translucent plastic. Same with the spikes on the head. The other paint we have, which isn't much, is just white to get it to connect to the other spikes. I don't know why they didn't just paint these spikes right here white and then kept all these rest of these ones blue. It's kind of odd. Maybe they don't have a machine that can do it with that amount of precision. The eye is painted very oddly, just a blue dot. It looks terrible, but it is what it is. I'm glad that they painted the teeth with more of a yellow so they actually look like teeth. Looks great. The inside of the mouth has a little bit of paint, but it doesn't look that good paint-wise. It definitely needed some pinks or purples, which you actually see on the box image for the 2-pack when the first time actually seeing Shimo's movie form. But what's really odd to me is a lot of the other Godzilla X Kong figures that are 6-inch got the treatment for nail paint, and it almost appears on the box to me like it initially was going to have some nail paint, but they decided not to. It doesn't look like they're just trying to give it like sheen. It actually looks like these were painted on the original one that they were planning on doing, which is unfortunate we didn't get that, but still, nice figure either way. Now, I think we should move on to the accessory it comes with. It comes with a frost blast in this translucent color like this. It's actually really cool. I would like it to have been a little bit longer, or maybe extends and hits the ground to like make a freeze effect, but I do like how with all the new heat rays or mouth attachments, they've been adding this stuff like on the side, because it really gives it the effect of it coming out of the mouth in like a more realistic form. If you see there's the hole, very easy to apply compared to the Godzilla one. Just push it in like that, and then close the mouth, and then it looks really good actually. It's not perfectly straight, but it still looks a lot better than the Godzilla vs. Kong heat rays. It looks great on this. Now, I think we should do a quick size comparison with this figure. We'll start by comparing it to just a basic plain, oh gosh, that fell over. Surprised with being quadrupedal that it would do that, but whatever. Here is the Godzilla with heat ray pre-evolved, the one that released the same time as this one. I have a review up of this. There's a quick size comparison. It's not very tall, but you can see you can actually put it in a standing position. It looks a little odd because there's no elbow joints, but still, I guess you could technically stand it up like that. It works. What else should I compare it to? Here is like a Mattel Hammond collection, the small assortment dinosaurs. This is a Pachycephalosaurus repainted. There you guys go, you can see. And then here's a Hot Wheels car. So you guys get the idea of how big it is. I think that's about it, guys. Let's do some views, I guess, before. You guys have seen this figure pretty well already, but we'll do that anyway. View 1. View 2. View 3. View 4. Okay, so, what do I rate this figure 1 through 10? Okay, it's very hard to rate this figure because we haven't seen really that much of Shimo so far. I do feel like the tail is going to be a little bit longer in the movie. It feels small on this figure. It doesn't really look like it connects well. Hopefully it's longer in the movie. I can't really give a fair rating, but I'd actually rate this really low. I'd give it like a 7 out of 10 because it's lacking paint. It needs some paint right here, maybe some dry brushing. It just looks way too like titanium white, to where in the movie there's no way it's going to be this white. It looks odd to me. But yeah, thank you guys all so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. You can go watch all my other reviews of these 6-inch Godzilla X Kong videos. Just go to my channel. My Instagram is Jurassic Tree Official. Go follow me there. Thanks for watching. See you later.